Yeah, I'm Bill Bayliss. I'm the Group CEO of ICR.
And we're here today at the OGV breakfast at the Offshore Technology Conference. Start out just by telling me, what were your thoughts of the breakfast, the panel discussion that followed?
I thought it was really interesting. I think the industry's changing, and I think the panel did very well to answer some of the most difficult questions that are facing our industry.
And what were some of those questions? What stood out to you?
Demographics and race and gender.
And that's obviously a very sensitive topic in the industry. What was one of the things you took away from the discussion today?
I think we're doing better than we really think we are as a business. If I look at our own business, ICR, there's a vast proportion of female salespeople within our team. So I think we're doing a lot better than we really are. And we localize a lot within our business. So our business here in the States is all US citizens.
There was also a lot of talk about the role that digitization is going to play in the industry going forward. What were some of the key takeaways from that?
I think it's here. I don't think we've grasped it in its entirety yet. I think there's a cultural differences. You heard that today, that about the risk. We've got a great exposure if something goes wrong in the industry. But I think we've got to embrace that. It's here to stay. I see it with my 18-year-old son, and its change is coming.
There was also a lot of talk about energy transformation, energy transition, that the very nature of the industry and the industry's goals are starting to change. How do you see all that playing out?
I think we should watch what BP, Exxon are doing in this area. I think they're the industry leaders. They're making the first moves. And I think it's a bit like the coal industry. If you look back at the coal industry, that was what drove energy, hydropower or whatever that may be, nuclear. And I think we have to be very careful that we don't move with the times, actually. And we can all get too many barriers and paradigms about, this is how we should be within the oil industry. But I think we should evolve and be part of more of an energy sector business, actually. And we're looking to do that as a business and diversify into other areas. So I think take a lead from the BPs, Shells and the Exxons of the world. And if we don't, then I think some businesses will fail, actually.
There's a lot of talk in the industry about the great crew change, about a number of old timers, if you will, that are retiring and moving on.
And include me in that one as
well. well, but the need to bring in young people and in many cases people with a different way of thinking. How does the industry attract the next generation?
I think you have to take risk, actually. If I look back at our own business, ICR, 18 months ago, we're still in that sort of depths of the recession. And out of what can say 180, 200-man business, we took on 5 mechanical graduates with master's degrees. And that was a big risk to us because of the investment you need to make. But I think to move forward, you need to take risk and invest in the future. And they've changed our business. Some of these are becoming leaders. We've sent them to different parts of the world, like Norway, Middle East, Australia. So I think you've got to take that risk and invest in the youth, actually. Because I think David Curry made a very valid point, actually, that if you don't push them on and develop them and give them opportunities, they'll look elsewhere. And we've those 5 graduates that we've taken on have made a big difference within our business. Everybody wants a piece of them. Everybody wants them to work in their unit. Everybody wants them in their country, actually. So we're looking to take on more. We'd like to take on more.
All right, great. Thank you.